We're live. The red button's on the screen. How are we doing, folks? I am Johnny Burks, and to my right is
Bryan.
Bryan.
Egert Sports.
Bryan. Oh, you didn't. Where's our nameplates?
Oh, we have nameplates.
StreamYard had a weird update, I guess, and I don't know what's going on. But we're back, and we're ready to talk about sports things and that kind of stuff. There's a big thing coming up next week that people are waiting for. Waiting for these college kids to get jobs, as typical adults do. We're just like, oh, get a job. And we have to watch
an NFL career fair or something like that.
Yeah, it's a very dedicated way to kind of encourage the youth. So I thought that was a good thing. But yeah, what's going on in your life lately, Bryan?
Well, do you notice anything different?
I do. It's a new. Your setup looks better than mine. It's like a new webcam, is it? And
yeah. And I moved it to the left, so I have to make a conscious effort to look over there.
You can put it on the top of your screen, like right on top of your.
I tried that, and there's a really bad glare on my jersey behind me, and I don't want to have that
jersey.
But here we go, Luke's in. Here we go. Oh boy.
Go, Luke.
I saw Luke in the chat, and I was like, oh.
It's not a show until Luke gets here.
Yeah.
That show officially started. But yeah, we're gonna obviously, if you're familiar with the show, we got some new subscribers recently. Thank y'all for checking out the Battlehawks vlog and leaving all the positive, nice comments about Bryan. I really appreciate that. The self-esteem boost. No, but I'm a Packers fan, and you can't really tell because I had an Aaron Jones jersey, and I kept not putting it up, and then now it's too late. I can't even put it up now. I have to wait till he retires.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a Packers fan. He's a Bears fan, as you can tell. So we're gonna talk about our teams, and then we can kind of talk about the whole league as well. But sports.
And we had, so last week was Johnny's first UFL experience.
It was a very fun, really exciting. Like the city, it felt more energetic when I was there. Like I went to a Packers and Rams game in 2012, and the energy there was like, it was like dead. It felt like a Packers home game. Like most of the people outside were like Packers fans, and like it was at least a 60-40, like
mostly Packers.
Yeah. And that was like the prime of like Sam Bradford being injured all the time, and like then like being a very
Steven Jackson at the time.
Yeah, the Steven Jackson. That was the very end of the Steven Jackson era. He had a really. I have to go back and look at his like career lines because I feel like he made the playoffs like once, but he had a solid like 10-year career too.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Falcons. Well, I guess he went to the Falcons for a couple years. I think he got it with the Falcons, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look. That's a forgotten beast. That'd be a good episode on, but you probably wouldn't get a ton of views because no one likes running backs. We like quarterbacks.
Well, so you went to your first UFL game, Battlehawks, and I'm a pretty avid Battlehawks fan.
Yes,
I'm a lifetime fan. I've never missed a home.
They're 4 years of existence.
Right. I've never missed a home game. And I'm a little worried because I have a wedding the first game of the playoffs. So, and if it's a home game, I'm going to be a little upset. But if it's on a Sunday, I think I could swing it because the wedding's on a Saturday, but it's in
Iowa. You got like a 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, no, this is it was a really fun atmosphere for the first game. Johnny, what were your thoughts on, just the experience for the day? Like, what were some of the highlights for you? What were your overall opinions?
Yeah, just like the I felt like any game, like even a college like experience, just the every single third down, the energy, getting really loud, and then just the fun of it. It really felt like I don't know, the unified chants against Stan Kroenke were pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just like the whole experience. There wasn't like really one specific part that was like special, I guess, or. It was all kind of special. It was just a really cool,
a special day.
And the whole day as a whole is kind of how I went with it, and that's how I make the video about just kind of split in two, like the tailgating experience and then the actual game. And I wanted to include even more footage, but it's just like it's a lot of game footage. Just put in there. You just watch the game highlights, but you kind of capture the atmosphere
And tailgating at Battlehawks games is so much fun. And I've only done it. This is my third time tailgating, and it's just gotten better and better every time because you sort of learn. We've sort of figured out what lot we want to stay in, and then what areas we want to go to during the morning or whenever before the game. And
we had like a more low key chill lot, it seemed like, and then the lots a few blocks down we walked over to, and we saw.
Ours was a little cheaper. It was cheaper, but also like it gave us space to be obnoxious a little bit with like how much space we were taking up. So you can't really do that in the really tight lots.
Yeah, it was the people we were drinking with were people we knew, and then everyone else we were bugging them, I guess.
A lot of college friends, and then some friends of friends, and
it was a group of a group of 5 guys that we were there.
Right. Yeah.
So. Yeah, USFL and XFL. Pretty cool how they have the conferences kind of like that too. So excited. You've been watching more UFL than I have. I kind of missed this past week, but I know you don't miss a game, at least the Battlehawks game.
So. Yeah, I've tried to watch every game that I can at least because the cool thing about the UFL is that you can watch every game. None of them are like overlapping. So.
Yeah, there's only 8 teams, so it's like
pretty
easy to catch them. So they're all, in a way they're all primetime games because you can all, you don't have to choose. There's no red zone though, no market for that. No, I like USFL is really cool. I keep saying USFL. UFL is really cool just because the way the rules are. It's much like it really encourages a comeback and makes it possible. Like some crazy comebacks I've seen just in the past 3 weeks. So it's very cool. That's cool. But we're going to talk about the NFL.
Yeah.
The National Football League, not the United. Are they more united than us, I guess?
One of the unique things about the NFL that the UFL doesn't have is the NFL has owners. So Packers have many owners.
Sorry, one moment.
But UFL currently teams don't have owners, I should say. So teams in the UFL don't have owners. That's something.
There's one team that doesn't have an owner. You know which one that is.
Yeah, I don't like. Well, they have a lot of owners. I said they have a lot of owners.
It is a. Sure, we'll go with that. Including me. I don't have my plaque here. I need to put that up as well. I bought a frame for it. I bought the wrong freaking size for it. So I need to get a new one.
Ron has a good question. Which team does St. Louis care more about?
Cardinals kind of this year still already, right?
Well,
there were more people at the Battlehawks game than there were at the Cardinals game. So
yeah. So I'll say this: it's
Cardinals, but if they're bad for a couple more years,
yeah, I don't.
It's definitely a baseball city, though. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's definitely a baseball city. I would say the Cardinal. You will walk around, just random parts of St. Louis, and you'll often see like a 50-year-old white guy with a red Cardinals polo, just walking around like it's like I'm dressing up for the day. I'm wearing a Cardinals polo. Or you'll see a lot of like Cardinals hats, just Cardinals are sort of bred into the city, and it's a lot deeper. But it does go in waves. So like people are a little bit more passionate about the soccer team, the MLS team.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that started last year. That was their first year last year. And then the Battlehawks are sort of, I don't know, like it's kind of its own thing. I don't, you don't see a lot of it.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of comments on the video too that it was people that already turned off, the Rams left. It kind of jaded them about the NFL, so they just football's back, and they just put all the energy back into the Battlehawks. And they're like, screw it, I don't care if it's not the end. It's that to us. They haven't screwed us over like the NFL owners have. No, that's very cool.
And I'm very, so I'm from the Chicagoland area, so I'm very opposite fandom in terms of I root for the Blackhawks, I root for the Cubs, and those are kind of rivals for local teams. And so having the Battlehawks is awesome because I can kind of, I think Battlehawks and St. Louis City soccer are being newer teams. They've sort of pulled people out of, the woodwork that wouldn't have been fans of, hockey or baseball in St. Louis and kind of embraced the team finally. And so that's what I kind of view it as. if they're newer. Now, if they're like, like older people that, just hated the NFL experience in St. Louis, or, they just like good college football and they like Mizzou or, whatever. They're in an area where professional football isn't, a thing, hasn't been a thing in a while.
Yeah.
So it's fun to see a lot of different people, again, coming back out of the woodworks. And, there's a lot of bleed over, but it's fun. So, and then we can talk about UFL stuff. Ron has a lot of questions about this. So I'm happy to answer all of these, but we'll get to it. Why don't we just skip like some of the video game stuff and we'll go into the mock draft after. But right. Johnny, who are the star players of the Battlehawks? This is a quiz. Who are the star players on the Battlehawks?
Not a star player, but Durant was the running back that had a very good game when we were there. And then
Mateo Durant,
AJ McCarron. I can't remember. Number 7, the linebacker. He had a very good game also. He got like 2.5 sacks.
Pita Taumapani.
I'm never going to be able to pronounce that name. Sorry. I'm just incapable.
And I think he was on, I want to say he was on the Steelers or something when he was in the NFL for a little bit. I don't know. We'd have to Google it. But who cares about the UFL outside of Jake? Luke is trying to start stuff right now. Can you tell?
Luke is an instigator. He is known to be that.
I'm not gonna bite. I'm gonna let him just keep doing his little digs here. But star players, we have AJ McCarron. If you're a local, you might know him as AJ McCarron. And Mateo Durant, our running back.
Oh, Aitman's a beast.
Yeah, and then our wide receivers are pretty
undrafted Raider, I believe.
So Marcel Aitman, Hakeem Butler, Darius Shepard, and then we have Ja'Cour Pearson, who was XFL rookie or XFL wide or offensive player of the year, I think. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. But he led all of XFL in receiving yards, and I think that was what it was. He's like wide receiver number 1 in the XFL last year. Now he was injured, and now he's coming back. We already had great wide receivers, and now it's just like we just keep adding more and more to our starting roster. But he was injured, so
I think we should get started. I want to do a couple.
Let's get started here.
I thought it'd be fun. I don't know how well you know the prospects. I don't know them very well. I know like the kind of the main ones.
Yeah, I know the main ones. So we'll figure this out as we go. I was looking at some articles too to prepare for this.
I mean, we're not claiming to be experts here. Right. If that's your jam, go over to like bootleg football, and there's so many like actual film guys now. It's kind of incredible. There's like a market for it too. There's like a lot of business. My cat is. I forgot to feed my cat dinner. God damn it. There was enough food in their bowl. She should be fine. Okay, so let's do one with Bears and Packers, where I'm obviously the Packers, you're the Bears. Pull that down.
I can sit up here.
Let's do 2 rounds.
Okay.
2 rounds. You guys don't have a second rounder, do you?
No. Oh no. No, we don't. Maybe. No.
Okay. Let's do it. So, are you gonna? I'm assuming you didn't want to trade down.
This is an easy pick.
Is it? Drake May?
Go with Joe Alt. No, I'm just kidding. No, we'll go with Mr. Caleb Williams. Obvious choice.
Mr. Chicago himself.
Obvious choice. I believe we're picking again. This is interesting. I want to see. Oh.
Okay, so Jaden Daniels.
What is happening?
Drake May, Joe Alt.
Okay, we take Marvin Harrison Jr. If he falls that far,
that's not happening.
That's not gonna. This is so unrealistic. But
I don't even think a Bong video in the spirit of like Laramie Tunsil would do that to Marvin Harrison Jr.
No, it would typically be Roma Dunze or Joe Alt, but draft.
I get the randomness up too high. I think it's like a Madden simulation. It's so freaking random.
You should be the next pick here.
Yeah, I'm at 25. Bo Nix goes to the Steelers. Okay. They took Cooper DeJean from us. Hey, if Letu falls, I would not be surprised if they took him. Him or Newton?
I'm thinking.
Apparently Newton's stock seems like it's going down. Like he's like more of a later pick now. I saw him higher up to start the draft season. Yeah, I'd
I
have
really
to go.
like him.
Jackson Paris-Johnson's really tempting. Of course, there's Marius Mims already got drafted. That's like who
I'm seeing Kool-Aid McKinstry. I know he's not like a traditional safety, but I mean,
I could have seen us going with Newton also, considering Kenny Clark.
mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me give my cat some food.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk. So this is gonna. Oh, you're next up, but get your cat food. Well, I can't scroll for you, but here's what I've seen a lot of people on their mock drafts, and my friend Daniel did a mock draft of the same thing. I think he just stole it from Pro Football Focus, but so the draft was trading down the 9 pick to like 14 or something with I forget what team it was, like the Colts or somebody like that, and then picking up Johnny Newton from Illinois a little bit later. But so you're next up here, Jay Barks.
That's
Johnny
me. It is me. Yeah, Jordan Morgan was linked a lot to the Packers I've seen. It's like a just out of the first round kind of tackle, which I think that would be in this situation that'd probably make a lot of sense. I think I'm just drafting the guy at like the top of the board.
Mm-hmm.
Situation. Penix is out of the first round. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jordan Moore. Although Roman Wilson kind of tempting. I don't know much about this guy. I haven't heard much about him. Maybe I should have. Seems like because a center would be decent for us, but let's go with some tackle depth here.
So what we would have is like edge rushing or offensive line need here. So, or we can just keep adding depth. I'm thinking we're just going to do well, who's left here? Who's up? Let's scroll down a little bit.
This is me still.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you don't have a second round pick.
Oh, ours is like in 70s. I thought we were already there.
Sorry, I just did the first 2 rounds for funsies.
Yeah, as you can see, the Bears are like boom, boom, and then nothing.
Isn't Colson more of like an outside guy? He's not an inside guy, I don't think, is he? I'm just gonna pick someone. Blake. All right, that's basically it for this, right? Maybe I thought we should make some trades. We should be required to trade down.
I was gonna say I wanted to trade down the second pick
from 9 to second.
No.
Pass on Caleb Williams for
No. I want to trade down our second pick. No, I don't want to
get a second yourself.
Hey, you know what? I'll take Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's stupid. That's not happening.
It's not. They gave me an A+ though.
You gave me an A++. Almost. Okay. Turn off the randomness.
Yeah. We want so serious that do 5 rounds.
5 rounds. Okay. I'm getting bold now.
Just because there's some people that I want to see F draft.
Fuck you, Luke.
Luke, I got an A+ draft. I don't know what you're talking about. I got the best draft. Like you could have gotten number 1 wide receiver and number 1 quarterback.
Anything about the Bills trading up for 9th?
Do that. I want them to do that, and we would take Johnny Newton is what I think we would do. But.
Let's play around here. Sorry, I'm using the same computer to look at comments to run the draft.
Okay.
It's hard to see it all, but I appreciate y'all hanging out with us on this Wednesday night. Okay, 5 rounds.
Let's do 5 rounds, and we'll go really fast. We'll go turbo speed.
No, that's like super. Like I want to be able to see.
Okay.
Because it's gonna like be instant. Because I mean.
Yeah, because I guess we can see.
Like
somebody put my guy. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take Caleb
Williams. Easy choice.
Then you're gonna trade down from 9.
Yeah.
So you're gonna look at Buffalo all the way at 20.
No, I think I'm gonna trade. Well, who's available right now?
That's
where my guys are all taken. So I'm gonna trade down to 15.
Trade to 15
with the Colts, I believe is who it is.
So you get what, like a second,
and then just do 8. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
There you go. That's a second and a fourth.
Yeah. Resume draft.
That's so they get Brock Bowers. That seems like what you see a lot in the drafts. That's where he's connected to.
And then I'm going to pick Johnny Newton.
Man. Illinois stays in Illinois.
Yeah. Big guy. And now I have some draft capital besides outside of the 4 picks I started out with. I have 5 or 6.
You have to trade up if you want Cooper DeJean. Wiggins here or McKinstry. Wiggins is like too small for the Packers. I really like Wiggins though. Got to meet him at the combine. Seemed like he was very polite actually. They were all very polite. Peyton Wilson is a little bit too rich for him. I don't like any of these guys. I'm gonna trade down. Let's see who I can get if I trade down.
I don't like his attitude.
I want to trade down with the Bills. They're gonna trade up to get their receiver probably. Take our third back, and then let's do this. Give you your third back for another second.
Yeah, there you go.
And they took it.
Fools.
And they didn't take a receiver. And we can still get Kool-Aid though. We're gonna take Kool-Aid.
Did they? So they haven't had Nate Wiggins was their first pick.
Yeah, they took Nate Wiggins, and then the Buccaneers.
Was Malik? No, or not Malik. Who was the wide receivers left on the board there?
We'll see. Oh, Rick Shaw just went. Keon Coleman's still on the board. We'll see. Mitchell went right after. So I thought they would have him take Mitchell, but apparently they need to replace their corners. 41. I like this okay, there's not a lot of guys I like here. 41. Maybe I need to. Oh, this is receivers. That's why I'm like, why are these all dummy? I'm
I was like, Xavier Worthy. What are you looking at him for? In the second round.
Nice. See, I've seen him to the Chiefs in the first round before. We don't know how these teams really value these players.
Right.
There's always a couple that you think are like, obvious first rounders, and they don't.
I'd be happy with Joe Alt, Roma Dunze, Johnny Newton. Any of those 3 guys if they're still available. Sure. I know Johnny Newton will be, but so who are you? What type of players are you looking for?
I know we need some more depth on defense interior. Our O-line and D-line and the linebacker, basically. I don't want to go defensive back to back.
The Packers are on the clock.
Although,
what's that little tune they do when they're on the clock?
Oh yeah, I should play it. That's like another thing I'd have to do though. I have to download it.
I'm gonna put it on my phone while we're
taking Chris Jenkins. Might be a little too soon for him.
NFL soundboard.
Oh yeah, you can hook it up to go up to your mic and do it.
Yeah, I was gonna do.
All right, what do we like here? You like Jadavion Sanders? They're tight end.
No, I like Roman Wilson.
You do? Is that who you want, or do you want to look around? Ricky Pearsall, he's been shooting up a lot of draft boards.
Scroll down.
Get, Jonathan
scroll
Brooks.
Up. Oh, scroll down a little bit.
Ooh,
Malachi Corley. I think I could. No, I don't know. I would be Malachi Corley or the Michigan wide receiver. Would be the 2 I would focus on. Let's just do Roman Wilson.
Some more. He's a good deep threat.
He's got a national title. He's played with the best in college football.
All right, I'm trading up. I don't want to miss out on my guy. Going defense 3 times in a row here, but that's what we need. Okay, I'm going to give them pick 169. Nice. 202. No!
I just went to a random website and look at this.
Oh, nice.
Should I press it?
Yes.
That's exactly what we were looking for.
Oh,
I'm gonna save that for our fantasy football draft. That's a
website. It's right on the website.
That's awesome. Okay.
All right. Pick 52. The Green Bay Packers select Edgerrin Cooper, linebacker, Texas A&M. We got our
shoot to a clip of
it only cost me like a
Rossi.
6th rounder. Okay. It was like a 5th round pick. Let's go back to some comments here.
What's that clip of? Damn it, Johnny.
What? Why are you mad at me?
Johnny's a video editor, not a GM.
Who's laughing at me, guys? Did I pick Chris Jenkins too early? Is that what they're mad about? Okay, guys. I screwed up. I admit it. Okay.
I don't know what you did because I was looking for.
Still got Edgerrin Cooper though. We're fine.
You're on the clock right now, so
I know. I'm just looking at my
time is ticking. Actually, there's no time here.
Our defense got some solid pieces. Okay, we're gonna get some offensive line. Or maybe I should take Corum there. I think I should just take Corum, or maybe Jalen. He's fast, but I read like his the offense he was in was like kind of super peasy, like easy for him. Like they just spread out the receivers. Like anytime they emptied the box, they would give it to him. I mean that's what you're supposed to do, but like that's a very single. Like, okay. Take Corum.
Okay, I think you're still up. I'm pretty sure we don't have a pick until the 80s. So
80s.
Oh no, there we are.
That's how you won a Super Bowl.
We want an offensive lineman here.
Blake Fisher.
Who's the? Blake. I mean, Blake Fisher's a good.
I mean, sometimes that works. Just the best person available is right there.
Yeah. So Joe Alt was the main focus for Notre Dame, but Blake Fisher, solid guy. He's and he's overshadowed by like the whole Joe Alt stuff.
Hey, the Broncos got Spencer Rattler in the 3rd. I like it. Oh, they took Ray Davis. I don't need him. Another tight
I really like my draft.
That's like the gold mine of tight ends for Iowa.
We're only in round 3, or we're going to be in round 4 here.
Only in round 3, he says. See, this is where I don't know where anyone.
See, my picks are like 15 seconds, solid picks. Johnny's like, how can I mess this up? Let me look at safeties, like deep safety picks here.
They're not. They're literally. Look, that's the safety that's right there. He's right at the top of the board.
Let me scroll down more. Johnny's thought bubble. I'm just gonna keep scrolling, and people are gonna make fun of me.
I don't care about that. I'm just trying to find someone I recognize.
He's about to pick a D2 player. I bet.
They don't have Greenville College people in here. I'm gonna pick. What's this guy?
Greenville College.
Cooper Beebe, because I like Beebe. It's a fun name.
Paul Garrett, friend of the pod, Greenville College running back.
Yeah, I don't think he got an invite to the combine. It's bullshit.
I think he did. He didn't get invited to the combine, but I think he did some like local workouts.
Nice.
I hope he gets on. If he gets on any, I hope he gets on some team, like a professional team, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope you get on like at least the training camp roster.
Right.
You're rooting for him.
Let's look for.
He's just like small. I mean, I guess that's not a terrible thing for running backs, but like.
Well, I like who we got right there. Tanner. Click on his profile. Show me more.
You make fun of me because his average is like 80 away. His ADP, whatever.
So this is too. Well, I don't have control of the mouse, Johnny, so I'm not. I don't. At this point in the draft, I don't know who we're talking about. I'll be honest, but I didn't know this chat room was a pulpit.
Praise Jeremiah 29:11.
All right. I was like, what is
that's what you're mad at. I'm sorry. That makes sense. We'll do another one with him. Okay. Let's finish this. Is that who you want?
We're gonna do another. Scroll up in these players. I do like him, but keep showing. Oh, that's how we go. What about that defensive line guy? Tavondre Sweat.
He's got a DUI.
Yeah,
He'd fit in perfect with Chicago.
We don't have those type of issues. We're not Kansas City here, but Tavondre I like. What is he? The brother of?
I don't think there's any relation.
Their names are so similar, though.
It's the last name.
Well, let's throw him in there for fun. Let's draft him. I think he goes above his, the character that you see off the field.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's sort of framed poorly by the DUI.
We'll see what happens. We'll see how he turns out. I mean, he's a very talented dude. He's very
the edge rusher from Alabama that had a similar situation.
Alabama
last year, like the main guy.
Jalen Carter, the Georgia guy. He's from Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, sorry. Similar situation. Actually, not similar, but
that was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Or no, was that last year?
He was last year. He was a draft pick last year.
Well, you're on the clock again. Well, that's a good pick for you, Kamara. He's a beast for like a late round guy. That's who I'd pick.
I love a good Wisconsin lineman. Let's do Tanner. Let's do Tanner.
Tanner, I hardly know her.
I do like a good, a lineman from Iowa, Nebraska, Wisconsin. Those state schools.
We could use some edge. Linemen. So I'm going to go with Kamara.
Now, I don't know if we have a 5th round pick here. We might.
15, 14, 12, 11. There's numbers right here. So.
Yeah, we're not in this. There you are.
Cam Hart, I know that name.
There's your last pick.
Dallin Hooker, hardly knew her.
Get a good hyphenated name.
Caesar. We just took an edge.
Dude, I like that Jean-Baptiste. I like that name.
It's a good name, but we just took an edge.
It's no Clinton Dix, but
another offensive lineman, I think.
Cody Schrader. Oh, he's fun. That'd be a fun one for you guys.
Oh, because you're a Missouri guy.
No, he's like a.
You already took Blake Corum in the 3rd.
He's from the town I'm living in right now, Afton. He's from Afton.
That's fun.
Or maybe he wasn't from Afton. He played at Lutheran South, which is the closest high school to my house.
I took the Michigan guy. It's Harbaugh. Harbaugh knows his lineman. I trust him.
Disrespect.
All right, analyzing, grading. Stay in your seat.
How do we do?
Analyzing you. You did poor, just really bad all around.
I did great. A's and B's and then 1 C at the end. They're like, you drafted Tanner too high.
Yeah, you want to draft him even higher. You want to draft him up here, didn't you?
I want the one above it.
Kidding.
Andre.
I did great. Look at that.
A lot of B's, a lot of C's. No A's.
No, okay.
You did worse than me. You had a worse grade, right?
Well, shut up.
Where's there an overall grade?
You just drafted the top guy every time.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I tried to.
You drafted Caleb Williams, which was the first guy, and then Newton was the first guy.
I traded down to Newton. Newton was not a great pick, and neither was Tanner. But
what do they know?
Blake Fisher wasn't a good one either.
We'll download it. You can mock draft. We do the same 2 team. Let's do just 3 rounds this time.
Okay.
Let's do one more.
Let's do a crazy one. Okay. Let's go crazy. We'll do same settings and everything, but we're going to do. I'm not allowed to pick Caleb Williams.
Oh.
And
down.
And you have to pick a running back in your first top three.
Well, I've done that regardless.
Okay. Let's do 2nd round. You have to do a running back in your 2nd round.
The 2nd round? Well,
I don't want to make it like, okay, you have to pick a running back in your 1st round.
No, that's stupid.
I'm trading down Caleb Williams, so that's crazy. You have to pick a running back in your 1st round.
You got a 2nd rounder for him.
Why are you trading to Washington? I wanted to go a little deeper.
Well, then trade again. Where do you want to trade?
Reset it.
No, you're fine. If I draft a running back first round, you have to do this.
Okay.
You trade again. When do you trade again, bro?
I'm going to trade down to 4, which is what I wanted to do originally. Trade with Cardinals.
All right. Why are they wanting to trade up? The Cardinals have no reason to trade up. You get 35. They traded up to get Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, so this is what I was hoping for. So,
you get Jaden Daniels or JJ?
No, Michael Penix Jr.
At 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would rather have Michael Penix Jr.
He might not even go in the first round.
I'm telling you, I would rather have Michael Penix Jr. I probably could have waited, but that's my quarterback pick I wanted.
All right, you're picking Jalen Polk at 9.
What?
No, who do you want?
Scroll up. The nice thing is it kind of leaves us with some weird players.
Yeah.
Scroll up.
Dallas Turner would be good for you at 9 if he falls.
Let's do lot.
Lay 2?
Yeah. Lay 2. Yeah. Guess who I want?
He's been dropping the end of the first lately.
I think Michael Penix would be my.
Could have traded down again.
So I would have. Again,
you got 2 second-round guys in the top 10. This is great job.
Well, what was the first of all, Lay 2 is not a second-round guy.
You still have to pick him in the first round, right?
Yeah, you have to pick a running back in the first round.
Okay.
So you can trade down
with the Chiefs.
You're like, I'm gonna get the worst first round pick just to get more draft capital.
You know it. I feel like you get more from. I guess.
If you're looking for a running back, you shouldn't draft this high. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm saying like if you traded from 32 to 25. No, that sounds about right. A late second round pick.
Okay.
I feel like it's fine. This is soul crushing.
You just picked Jonathan Brooks, right? I mean, that's who you have to do. Blake Corum was good, but
no, he's good, but he might not be a second round guy. He might go third round even. We'll see.
So here's where I currently have
That's funny. Hey, be nice, man.
Another F for Johnny. I need a line, defensive and offensive line, and I could get some depth at wide receiver here. Who's available?
You got back-to-back picks. At receiver, Pearsall and Wilson are going to be the guys.
Let's do Rowan Wilson.
Honestly, again.
Yep. And then we'll pick. Let's do a lineman. Tanner. Let's do Tanner from Wisconsin.
Again?
Not the smartest pick. I don't care, but I want him. I like him.
You're gonna get an F for this. Hell yeah! I can't wait to make fun of you. Drafted him like 4 rounds too early.
I know. I don't care. This is a stupid round.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, in that case,
we're
gonna go
Rattler still. He's available.
We're gonna pick a receiver. We're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna have the most dynamic tight ends in the league. With Jatavion Sanders, have 3 tight ends that could start.
I was able to get Brock Bowers, and I don't know. We don't really need. We can get depth at tight end, but not if we're keeping the same amount of picks.
Oh, they took Max Melton from me. Man, he's going pretty high now. He tore up the combine though. That's the obvious pick here, but since we're being fun.
I feel like everybody's left by now.
We got 7 people still in here. We're all hanging out. Just like hanging out in the living room doing mock drafts. I'm gonna pick Joe Milton.
Beesums.
Crazy arm.
Did I pronounce that right?
Jordan Love.
Beesums.
Beesums.
Bryan, is Caleb actually your favorite QB prospect in the draft? Yeah, of course.
You were just mentioning that you like JJ McCarthy.
No, I didn't. I said Michael Penix.
You said you wanted him number 1.
Okay, you're messing with me. No, I like Caleb.
Michigan guys, go back to
He's the most talented, and he's kind of like he's already bought into the city of Chicago. Like, you can just kind of tell based on his deleted Twitter activity. So I like him.
Oh, did he finally delete all his Packer tweets?
I don't know, but he deleted. You probably saw this. Like, he deleted that he retweeted something about the city of Chicago or somebody.
Oh, really?
It was something that it was like a positive thing, and he reposted. He's like, "Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that." Like, he's not trying to show favoritism in the draft. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't actually see that.
Yeah, it just happened. I think it was like a retweet from.
He retweeted it.
Yeah, it was like a retweet from Jaquan Brisker, I think.
Gotcha. It can't be super obvious. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of.
I'm still drafting. I don't care. Pick whoever you want. Blake Fisher. Do Blake Fisher. That's why I picked the last one.
Fisher. I hardly knew her. There's a lot of those last names. I'm gonna have a field day with those. Forfeited. Are they still paying penalties for that? I guess they first round last year and a third round this year for the Stephen Ross tampering things.
Mm-hmm.
Houston Christian. I like Division 2, so I'm gonna go with that. Booker. I hardly knew her. Okay, now people are leaving.
Okay.
How about another tight end? We love tight ends here. Stover, I hardly knew her.
You are going to get the worst grade by far. I mean, come on.
Bro, you took a 5th-round prospect in the 2nd round.
Well, I think you're still going to – it gave me an F for Michael.
F.
And 2 Fs. You're going to get Fs for your tight ends, though. I mean, come on. Really? Oh. Yeah, look.
I got an F because you made me take Jonathan Brooks.
I guess
I did take Joe Milton in the 2nd round. Yeah, that's right. So I did take a 5th-round prospect in the 2nd round too. But I was just copying you.
This is our fun draft. This is the Eagles should lose a pick for tampering with Saquon. From my understanding, there's always tampering, but it only gets highlighted. It only gets investigated if it's like extremely egregious. That's how I sort of understand the tampering thing in the NFL.
Appreciate you, Luke. Yeah, I'm assuming they have to fully investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they will. They will decide anything about it.
Johnny won that draft.
I think we should do a full mock draft for the 1st round.
Oh God,
let's do it! Boom.
I just hate the Eagles and want them to suffer. I don't like. This is gonna rub people the wrong way if they're Philadelphia fans, but I don't like the city of Philadelphia. I don't like any fan from Philadelphia.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do back and forth picks.
Okay, so
we'll count Caleb Williams as your pick.
Okay.
So that's I didn't make it for you.
Okay.
Because if it was my pick, I would have picked JJ McCarthy.
Right. So who are you picking for?
I am a strong disbeliever in JJ McCarthy. I'm just going to say that right now. That might be a hot take. I think he's going to be like a Zach Wilson type dude.
I agree. I think he's Will Levis.
He looks like Zach Wilson to me when I was watching his. But that's just me. Except he didn't throw down the field as much.
Okay, so this is the Commanders' number 2 pick.
Yes, sorry. So they're going to go with 1 Jaden Daniels because that seems like where it's trending. Okay. So as the Patriots, are you going to trade?
No. We'll keep Drake May. Take Drake May.
It's going to be May. Okay.
I mean, this is obvious, right?
Take Martin Harrison Jr. from there. So this is the first real pick of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers, and you get to make the pick.
I don't want this, but I think they go Rome Odunze.
I liked what I saw from him a lot in the video I edited about.
I said I don't like it because I want Ronald Dunze on the Bears.
No, that's where I've been seeing him fall a lot, and I remember I had like a talking to you about how I don't think they would get one of the top 3 receivers. I wouldn't be surprised if 3 receivers went off the board in the top 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's not going to happen now. I think they actually might get their Malik neighbors or a Dunze. We'll see though.
Mm-hmm.
In this situation, I think the Giants trade and get some capital. They're not ready for their quarterback yet. Oh,
yeah, I would do that.
Bill, what do we want? I'll actually help Bill. I had Bill help me decide here. Bill, what do we want? Are we taking JJ or are we trading? Because that's
the Giants.
An important distinction if we're going to roll with Daniel Jones for one more year. Were you building a PC, Sean Barry? Thanks for coming out, man. I bet that sounds stressful.
Bill says JJ.
You want JJ? You want
Give
JJ?
him JJ. Give him JJ.
We'll give you JJ because I think that he's going to go 6. I feel like the Chargers aren't going to want to trade. I think they want that receiver. It makes sense. They got rid of both of their receivers.
And Titans doing Malik Neighbors. That's a.
Oh, okay. I see that. You want Malik Neighbors for them, and then so
I think they'd be happy if he fell that far.
Falcons. I feel like they need an offensive line, don't they? It says they
No, they don't. No.
I'm gonna
They
go.
got a very solid core group.
What I keep seeing, Dallas Turner.
They might.
That leaves Joe Alt for you. Ooh.
Yeah, I was trying to do a reverse psychology. Like, they don't need linemen. I want Joe Alt.
Joe Alt right. Alt delete. Joe Alt delete.
Joe Alt delete.
The Jets, the freaking fracking Jets. What do they do, man? I think so. They drafted an edge rusher last year for some reason, even though they knew they needed offensive linemen. I feel like they're just going to take the best offensive lineman available, or they might fucking go with. That'd be fun. Piss off Rodgers, like no, we don't want your conspiracy theory ass. I wouldn't be surprised if they go corner to like get like an elite guy. Actually, because they lost Bryce Hall and they lost another guy. I thought, or did they just sign someone else? Maybe I should know these things. I'm still gonna go with just the best lineman, which is Talise. This guy, I'm assuming. I confuse these guys because we're both linemen that have T names. But he seems to be more of a consensus guy for them. So that leaves you the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, I truly think the Vikings are going to trade up. But in this situation, they would, if they're not trading up, Brock Bowers, in this situation, pick Brock Bowers. And
really?
And then
they have Hawkins. You really think they'd pick Bowers?
Well, listen.
I think they'd pick
very good talent.
Like they need a lockdown corner, dude.
Listen, he's a very good talent. Cooper DeJean. But
Mitchell's like the consensus number 1 guy. Cooper did great at the first pro day, but I feel like he's going to go for this.
Okay. I don't really care. Like I said, I think they were going to trade up and pick J.J. McCarthy potentially.
Yeah, you didn't make it happen though. You could have traded down as the Chargers.
Well, I wasn't acting as the Vikings at that point. But
you were the Chargers.
Okay.
You could have
traded this. Let's do this. Let's trade down. We're going to trade down the Vikings pick.
They're gonna
trade down to
for someone else to pick.
You
can pick any team to trade up for their quarterback.
Yeah. What's like a late round? What about the Chiefs?
Oh, to trade. You think they do? I don't think they do. Go to 11 to 32.
Well, this is a thought. Their defensive backs aren't the best.
Fans in the chat here.
He
would be. God, if the Vikings get Cooper DeJean, that would really make me upset.
Well, then pick him because that's who I said I was going to do if not Brock Bowers.
All right, I'll give him DeJean. We'll see if DeJean goes first.
Let's just not do any more trades because at this point it's just we could if we wanted to.
I'm going to trade. I'm kidding. I think they'd be happy with Quinn Mitchell. So, Raiders are on the clock.
So they just signed Gardner Minshew. They just got rid of Josh Jacobs.
I still think that they might pick Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, they might just. Who's the?
Terrion Arnold's pretty good. Like, that'd be corner.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that.
Verse is pretty decent for an edge, but they just got.
Let's do the quarterback. Let's do who is left up? Penix.
Yeah, he's more of a fit with their system.
Yeah.
That's who he's been connected to. The Raiders.
The Raiders. Minshew is himshoe.
I think he might fall to us. If he falls to us, I'll take him. We'll see how the rest of this goes, though. We're having fun. We're having a good time. Appreciate y'all coming in. We appreciate it. All right, I am the Saints. I think this is where Brock Bowers goes. Maybe. I think if Fontenot's still on the board, they take him. He's a pretty good left tackle. Long-term Hunter's Garrison. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. This is the left tackle, right? Because they need their pinning is not doing well. They just need to move on from him. That's you for Colts.
Sorry, I'm looking at a different page. I was gonna do another corner here.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Let's do the Alabama corner. Terrion Flower.
Corner? Terrion Arnold, you mean?
Terrion Arnold. Why did I say Flower? Why did I say Flower? Oh, I was just watching a video of
Flowers.
Somebody meant to say Fowler and they said Flower. Ricky Fowler. There's an announcer called him Ricky Flower.
Flowers is dropping. I wouldn't be surprised if he drops out like that. Seahawks. I think they need some offensive point. That's how he goes.
Oh.
What did you do?
Nothing. Let's do Jaguars. Let's do Johnny Newton. This is a good one for him. I know Leitu's higher ranked, but I like Johnny Newton the best.
Byron, are you sure? Sure about that? It's like Byron Murphy's been going before Johnny Newton, but we'll go with Johnny Newton.
I want Johnny Newton.
You want him, you got him. Now this is where I would love Brock Bowers to go. And that's beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay,
we'll post
on Rams. Sorry.
We'll let Twitter roast us for this one. I think this is actually pretty decent, though. I have to say. Go ahead.
Scroll down.
I feel like they'd pick Murphy to replace Donald.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do Murphy.
All right, I kind of made that pick, so you can make the Steelers if you want.
Let's go with wide receiver here.
Mitchell? You guess where Mitchell goes?
Let's do
Mitchell. Or Brian Thomas Jr.
No, let's do Mitchell.
Mitchell's like more of a really good route runner, like bigger guy, but Thomas, I think, is like smaller.
They're trying to, I think they want to get some more weapons for their new QBs.
I like it. I like a Donnie Mitchell there.
Yeah.
Texas back to back. Okay. Dolphins. Let's give him someone fast, really. They just need O-line help, really. So
you've been on here for Oh, no, this hasn't been going too long.
We're about an hour in because we started 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
Graham Barton probably. He's been taken by one of the Packers fans. Yeah, I like Graham Barton.
All right, Eagles. We're gonna pick the worst player here because F the Eagles. No, we'll do.
I feel like they could take an edge here. Or didn't they just trade? They just traded for an edge, right? They let Reddick walk and then traded for someone. It was weird. I feel like they could go receiver too, honestly. Well, I don't know.
I would pick Latu or Latu.
If Wiggins is still,
if he's still available.
Oh, Latu's. Yeah, no, you're right.
Latu pick Latu, obviously. Like he probably should have been picked a couple picks ago, but.
So this is my go for the. So this is where Bo Nix goes.
All right, I need to.
I like it.
You do the rest of this draft. I'll be back in a second.
Okie dokie. Say hi to your child and wife.
Will do.
So we got the Cowboys up next. They could go a lot of different places because they are very good. I think they would go line, either offensive, defensive line. Let's go with Latham. I mean, he's just the top player on the board, I guess. So it is what it is. All right, Packers. Here we are. Here we are, Luke. This is for you. We're going to get our center. So we'll have Zach Tom at right tackle. Jackson Powers Johnson at center. Boom. We did it. We did it, Luke. That's for you. He can play everything. Barton, he can play literally all 5 positions. They actually think he might be a center. But he played left tackle last year. That's what I think he's as a tackle. Buccaneers, I feel like they might go edge. They need some defensive help, I feel like. But if Wiggins is still on the board. Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. is still on the board. I think he shouldn't be on the board. I'm going to go with they don't need a receiver. They really don't. Because they still have Godwin, too.
Hey!
Oh, you're back. Everything okay?
Yeah. She just thought I was done, so I told her, give me like 10 minutes. Need to read books to my son. Oh, my dog's coming out.
That was a quick book. What book did you read?
I didn't read any yet. I was just saying that I need to finish in like 10 minutes.
You could just put on. Yeah, we can probably finish. We can wrap it up after the show. We can just put on our stream to your.
Yeah, and I'll just read a book from here.
Yeah,
I'll just read the draft prospects here.
Exactly. Reading the analysis. I'm struggling with the Bucs because I feel like they would go defense, but they don't really need. I feel like there's some really good prospects.
I like how it shows their need is like everything.
Yeah, right. I feel like they go edge or defensive back. Let's go Jared Verse here. And then, I'll let Brian Thomas Jr. just fall through the Bills. Unless, who do you think the Cardinals should pick? Nate Wiggins, probably? He feels like a Cardinal.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to do Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Oh. Okay. That's fair enough.
I like the red on red.
Red Kool-Aid.
You can fall to 49ers. Let's let him fall to 49ers. Even though
Kool-Aid? He might go in the second round, honestly.
Yeah.
He might be an early second round guy. Gosh.
I'll let you pick these two, and then I'm going to take Kool-Aid McKinstry for mine.
Okay. That's
I'll help with this. Okay.
I feel like Chop Robinson is like a Dan Campbell guy.
He's got a good Dan Campbell name. Dan Campbell name. I was just in Ford Field 3 weeks ago.
Really? Yeah, you were.
You're going to be in Ford Field here, or the area, aren't you? Are you going to the draft with Tom?
No. I'll be at the Green Bay one next year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how Detroit's like a good 4 or 5 hours for me at least. It'd be a good drive still.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens, I feel like they pick they could use everything. Hold on. They go with a lad. Maybe. They go with a lad McConkey.
Lad
White
McConkey.
boy in Baltimore. Maybe. I feel like there's some really good prospects on the board still. Yeah, we'll go with lad.
All right, Kool-Aid here.
Kool-Aid, red on red. And then the Chiefs.
Queens.
Who?
Bill saying stuff about Huygens. I'm assuming you're adding the H when you're putting
Huygens. Do you think? Are we just assuming they're going to pick our receiver?
Yes. Now I'm getting a phone call from my friend Tyler. What is going on?
Okay, we'll wrap this up here.
No,
I feel like I need to pick. I'm just going to give him a. I don't want to give him Marius Mims.
I was going to say I like the idea of if Brock Bowers falls enough. I really like the idea of the Chiefs taking Brock Bowers.
All right, here we go. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Okay, let's print that out.
I just downloaded it. I'm gonna post on Twitter when we log off here.
People are gonna make fun of me. Oh my God, I'm getting another call. Steven's calling me right now.
Well, call him back.
I'm just saying, isn't that weird?
It is coincidental. Here it is, folks. Thanks for watching it. You helped some of you. Shout out Bill and Luke. We appreciate you. And everyone else here for joining us on this lovely Wednesday night. It's over.
We did it.
The whole second round now? All right, that was the first round. We're doing the next 6 rounds of this draft here.
There were so many things we didn't talk about. Like we wanted to talk about some of our video game stuff. We maybe, if we have time, we might do that next week.
I didn't download the footage. I had it. I wanted to cut up the footage. So I had hit 5 home runs on a freaking game with my creative player on the road to the show. It was brilliant. And then I saved the footage and I just didn't transfer it over.
We wanted to talk about MLB The Show, your activity on there, which seems really cool.
Yeah, I was going to stream, but I don't know. There's something nice about just not streaming video games, kind of just enjoying it for yourself. But
I think I'm going to stream. This is what I wanted to talk about, Johnny. I think I'm going to stream Zoo Tycoon.
Ooh, do it.
Not sports related, obviously, but it's a game from my childhood that I forgot about. And I had a weird dream about owning a dinosaur zoo. And I was like, where did that come from? And then I remembered, Zoo Tycoon had a dinosaur like expansion pack that I bought when I was a kid. And I loved that game. So I might do a stream on my YouTube.
Are you playing it for real, or are you like just messed around and trying to kill people?
No, I'm playing it for real. I mean, like part of it's like, I guess if I was messing around, I've never messed around on it since I downloaded it. But we might have a mess around game. But yeah, I think I'm going to stream it on my channel. I don't really stream stuff on my channel. So, but
give Bryan a subscribe and we'll shout you out. Or
Eager Sports. If you just look that up, I'll be there. But I have one subscriber, and I'm pretty sure it's you or my friend Kenta.
I'm proud to be your subscriber, if that's the case.
But anyways,
Brad Pitt is your main character like Brad Pitt? Like we bought a zoo in that movie? Or no, that was Matt Damon.
It was Matt. No, it wasn't Matt Damon.
It was Matt Damon.
Or yeah, I guess it was. I thought it was Mark Wahlberg, but I guess it is.
No, it's Matt Damon. It's 2011, 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Okay. I'm glad Luke and I didn't get into an argument, although he did try and start some stuff.
Thank you. I thought we had a good mock draft. I'll post it here in a second.
Yeah.
The folks on Twitter,
Thanks for watching, and we'll be back maybe soon. We might do some fun video game content soon.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. We hope you have a great rest of your week and happy hump day. This has been the Johnny Barks Show. Thank you for being Barks-ified.